My name is Dr. DrHillock. I'm an orthopedic surgeon. I specialize in adult reconstruction and oncology. I practice in Las Vegas, and I'd like to share with you my early experience with the USTAR 2 as a adjunct to limb salvage endoprosthetic reconstruction. I've had the pleasure of using the system in the setting of oncology, in the setting of revision, total joint replacement, and in the setting of trauma. And I've had good success in all of those. So the early evolution of the first generation of limb salvage systems, all the companies were doing them at about the same time. The first ones were customs. This is commonly known. And this is part of the background for why we ended up with neoadjuvant chemotherapy, because we were waiting for the implants to be delivered, and we asked the medical oncologist to do something while we were waiting. As time went on, manufacturing techniques improved, and we ultimately arrived at the point where we have a modular system. And the benefits of the modularity are infinite. It allows you to match the defect. You don't have to wait for parts to be delivered. This is all off-the-shelf technology, and it has dramatically improved our ability to perform limb salvage surgeries. The first 20-year experience with USTAR, I was not involved in. These are examples of the USTAR implants. The very first case was in 1997. It was a distal humerus prosthesis for oncologic reconstruction. You'll note on this slide that the patient has a port in place, cemented stems, distal humerus reconstruction. That is pretty much the way I would do it if that had been my case. The system that I'm going to focus on moving forward is the USTAR 2, which is a lower extremity system. But these are examples of the first generation USTAR that evolved into USTAR 2. This was a wealth of experience that was then applied, improved, and tweaked by the engineers, myself, and some of my peers. And I think we've come up with a really nice solution. USTAR was obviously manufactured by United. And I am a consultant for United in disclosure. It has taken off, but the original USTAR had a 68% 10-year survival rate, with a median follow-up of 7 years, 2001 to 2013. That's as good an outcome as any of the other manufacturers, maybe better than most of the manufacturers. GMRS, the Stryker system, was where I came from prior to using USTAR. Their data showed a 29% failure rate. Survivorship at 8 years was 58%. And the points of failure were consistent across all of these systems. Typically, it's at the moving components, the bushings, the axles, the bearing surfaces are where failures have occurred. And this is published data. This is open information. It's not proprietorial. But USTAR, prior to our improvements, performed better than the majority of the products in the market, Stryker being the biggest.